wish I had alcohol right now.
Oh, it's a ginger ale.
Sad. I want beer. But like,
Do you know what goes well with ginger ale?
then
Scott.
I've heard that.
I had a wedding once while I was drinking it. It was good. I was underage. It was a police wedding. It was great.
So you
Wait,
have
what?
alcohol and a Red Bull. Are you trying to make an Irish trash can?
No. I'm having a Manhattan, and then I'm also having a Red Bull. Why is my Yeti microphone not picking up much more? Yeti microphone. Okay, that's weird. I need to adjust this. Adjusting.
Stream starting soon.
Stream starting soon. Okay. Hopefully this will work. I think I pick up better on Misfire's microphone than I do on mine. Oh, that's acting a little bit better. And live stream start. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of Fire Nation. Today is going to be the military special. Why am I talking in this particular voice? I don't know. It is not a very good voice, and we're live. Okay. So
and for the next fight. Sorry.
Today we called it our military special because we have some brave young soldiers who are going out into battle and back into battle and are fresh out of battle. So we have Canadian Army, we have Navy, and we also have Army on our side. Not all Canadian, like 2 of them are Army and Navy, but like that's besides the point. So this is off to a shaky start. So to start off with, I think we should start with terrorists.
We should introduce them though. Like who's then go straight to it.
All right, guys, introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves.
Yes. Not all at once.
Yeah, not all at once. Come on now, guys.
Ooh. I'm a Honeycoat Wolf, and I've been in the Army for 2 years. Yay.
Very cool. Where are you deploying to and when?
I deployed to Syria ago, and then I'll be going to Arizona for a border mission from what I heard.
Very cool. All right, up next we have Tears. He is our Navy personnel guy. And Tears, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been in the Navy almost 2 years now. You know, just pushing through. About to go back on deployment.
About to go back on
Fun
deployment.
stuff.
And Canadian Army guy, tell us about your experience.
Well, fucking hell, you just give her. I'm Kenji the Slayer, and my friends call me Kenji in real life, actually. That's where the name came from. I joined in 2015, but had to leave due to, like, medical issues, so I don't have much of a record.
Cool. Well, to start off with, Miss and I wanted to say thank you both for your service.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you guys. And we'll
Very
dive
much
right into terrorism, okay? So, recently we had Antifa get classified as a terrorist organization. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Should they be classified as a terrorist organization? Should they not?
Wait, Antifa got classified as terrorists now?
Yes.
It's actually news to me.
It's news to me too.
Let me double check. I'll turn around.
I thought that happened a while back.
Antifa. Wait, why does the Canadian know more than we do?
Oh shit.
Okay, this is an article from Newsweek, and it is as of the 1st. It says, our Antifa terrorists, the feds have reportedly classified their activities as domestic terrorist violence. So yes, I am correct, and so is the Canadian. Shame on you guys.
That's news to me. I mean, I guess it's a good thing.
Dude, I was on this shit for like 4 months. I don't keep up with some of these things, alright? Come on. Cut me some stuff.
Wait, You telling me they don't give you guys like Wi-Fi and shit out there on the ship? Come on now.
No Wi-Fi. I mean, we can get it on a computer, but it's hard because there's so many people on the damn ship trying to do the same thing. So
Like whenever I was deployed, the only time that we got when we were back in the wire and we are just like sitting there doing. There was like one computer that a company could use,
Oh man.
and I had to fight if I wanted to get to it. I had to fucking. It was like a rolling competition, like we'd wrestle each other to see who can actually.
Okay, so in recent history, there's been a lot more talk of military suicides, and it's apparently been 3 times higher than normal. Is this just because entitled millennials can't stand to be away from their phones that long, or what's going on as far as what you guys are seeing?
All right, I can actually get into this a lot. So I wouldn't say it was my soldier. It was he was just a friend of mine, right?
Mhm.
And it depends. It honestly it really depends on your leadership and the toxicity of the leadership. In my opinion, I have very toxic leadership, and then like these older guys in the military are like not as much of assholes, but there's a thin line between a good leader and a toxic leader. Is like, for example, I'm not gonna pull out names, but my platoon sergeant, he will fuck you up for anything and everything you do. You can breathe, anything, they will fuck you up. Like getting smoked is like doing an exercise for an amount of times. So we had one of these. Well, he was a buddy. He killed himself because of leadership, and it was mostly like harassment. Like there's a big deal of harassment in the military.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
like I'm a big dude. I know that. I'm 6'4", 240 pounds. I can't pass weight, but I can pass tape. So there's a like a balance, I guess. Like I can lift weight and I can move weight, but I don't run fast. But I still pass my PT's tests. It's
So
just
you're like the
like-
Hulk without the greenness.
Yeah, pretty
Gotcha.
much. But like the way the leadership is the way you act. So if you have a good leader, you will want to inspire to be like that fucking leader. Like my first sergeant, he's an amazing first sergeant. Like he's the best first sergeant I've had ever. He's always first GIs, which is like normal, like lower enlisted. Sometimes he'll even discipline the sergeants if they've been fucking with you too much.
Mhm.
And harassment is a big deal in the military sometimes. Like some people can't handle that kind of harassment, like some of these other people. Like I can handle it, like I don't give a fuck. But some people can't take a joke, and some people can't like understand the military, how we joke is too real sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just the way it is. Like I know for a fact my post there's been I think 4 suicides, there was 2 murders,
Jesus.
and like some other shit. And I barely just got at this post like a fucking like I came back from that deployment. I came here. It was like fucking 3 months ago.
Wow.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that shit's rough.
Damn.
Like there's I'll tell you guys another story here. This was like in pleading towards like the whole harassment thing in the military, I guess, but there was a soldier in my battalion in Seco, I think. Yes. Oh no, ACO, my bad, ACO. This guy was like he was a tranny, like he would dress like a woman, but like he wouldn't like do it anywhere around. But his wife was him and his wife got in like a really big fight. And his wife threatened to tell all of his friends that he was a tranny, and like that would not end well for someone in the military, in my opinion, because he would be shit on.
Yeah.
And he killed his wife, put him in the back of his car, went and picked up his girlfriend, which was a stripper, at a local fucking strip club here. Then they got caught, and then the MPs found the dead wife in the back of the fucking trunk. He got, I think he's in Leonardwood now,
Wow.
which is like the military, like fucking prison. It's a bad
Oh.
place. You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
Well, and this would be my question too. Would you say that the toxic behavior and the things like that from COs, XOs, whatever the hell, would you say
Like
that
senior
that
enlisted?
has gotten worse as far as the time? Like, I know you don't have the experience to say like 10 years ago, but from talking
Well,
to some of
yeah.
the other people, is is it something that has been going on that way for a long time? Because I know my brother was enlisted. I think at this point it's probably 8 years ago now, and I know he was telling me stories that were very similar to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like case by case. But I've been in not that long.
Well,
I
I'm
haven't finished a
wondering
full contract yet.
the reason why I'm asking the question is because I'm wondering if it's not a situation to where more and more these cadets and these people are going in and they're not prepared for it because they've lived a life of all
Cushion.
kinds of safe rooms and all kinds
Dumb
of
shit.
nobody's going to hurt your feelings and everything else like that, and then they end up getting in here and they think it's all going to be the same, but no, it's war and it's boys and it's people who want to get out there and turn around and do something for their country. But by the same token, there's a lot of stressful situations that go on, and people
That's
project
where
that.
basic weeds people out, in my opinion. But some people just can't fucking handle that kind of mental. I wouldn't even say like a mental abuse, just like the mentality of the job.
Mhm.
Like I'm infantry. My job is like short and sweet. I shoot at people. It's my fucking job. Like,
Yeah.
my job is to kill people, and I'm not afraid to do it. Like
Mhm.
it won't hurt me one bit as a person. I don't regret anything I do, unless it's something that I do regret, which would be like fucking murdering an innocent child or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of this comes into. In the past, I was turning around and looking at some research, and people were asking themselves why they were in the military, and the people who actually were able to complete their job, complete their missions, and live with the consequences of their actions, they felt very patriotic. They felt like they were doing the right thing for their country. And the people who were suicidal, the people who had problems like that, they didn't know. They felt like they didn't know whether or not their country was the good guys or not, and they didn't actually go in to be patriotic or not. So I think there's a mindset behind it too of you're accomplishing something. It's kind of like how if you're in your job and you hate your job, you're depressed.
Yeah, which
I
I
think-
understand. Like I've been depressed too. Everyone's depressed. Like at
Yeah.
one point, like
Yeah.
long story short, broke up with my ex-girlfriend while I was overseas. I got in an MRAB, and every day I was just like, "Someone please shoot at me. I want to fucking fight. I just want to do something."
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
at that time, I had a buddy in first platoon's Humvee. He didn't die or anything, but like there was an IED went off. Shit happens. Then our drill is to secure area first, assess after.
Mhm.
Like we'll
So-
scream at you to do.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Going?
Oh, but we'll scream at you to do self aid, and if you're knocked out, we'll help you. But like, I was sitting with the doc at the time, my doc for my platoon, and we were sitting there. I got out of my truck with my saw, boom, got up on a hill, was looking over. Fucking 10 minutes later, all right, they called a good index. That means secured area, pretty much. We got up, we ran. I literally like, full on sprinted over to this Humvee just to make sure my buddy was fucking all right. Running over, open up the door, see his ass knocked out. I'm like, all right, cool, grab him. I'm CLS certified, so I'm like, CLS is a combat lifesaver. So I grabbed him, I yeeted him on the floor, got back down with him, and I was doing a march, massive hemorrhaging. So you do a blood sweep. So like you go from their body and you look them through. You take off their IOTV, which is your plate carrier. Search their body. He wasn't bleeding anywhere except for his knee. So I was like, all right, you don't know the severity of a fucking injury until you like have the time to look. So I put on a tourniquet just to make sure it wasn't anything serious. I handed him over to my doc. My doc checked him. It was just his knee was kind of fucked. The steering wheel dug. So like the explosion went off on the like very tippy front, and so it blew out the engine, and it blew out like that axle, and like it blew up. Nothing major went anywhere towards the soldiers. Like nothing happened to them. They just got lifted, and I mean it was a shitty experience for him. Like I felt bad for him because that sucks. And I went over. He got in with the doc. They got him out. He came back 2 weeks later. He looked perfectly fine. Like we saw him whenever we went back in wire, and he was fine.
Cool.
I mean, shit
Cool.
happens. Like myself, I mean, fucking got my ass blown up. I was fine.
How'd that end up going?
It was awful. So the MRABs are like specialized for expeding out an IED, like explosion, and like they don't normally blow it up on the first lead vehicle unless they have a pressure plate on it. So we're driving, boom, it went off. It wasn't big enough to lift the vehicle, but it blew out the tires and shit. I got knocked out because my K-Pod with my helmet. I hit my helmet up. I smacked forward on the seat, and I was just holding my saw, just slumped over.
Wow.
And some other, like, my squad leader, which was in the vehicle with me, was like fucking like yeeting my head. He was like, "You all right?" Like, it wasn't like a real big, like, holy fuck, damn, those guys dead. It was just like, oh shit. Like, whoever made that was a shitty fucking bomb maker. That was like the only like 2 things that we were ever had happen to me in that entire deployment. Like, anything after that was just guard duty and walking around and doing patrols. It was just, we were more concerned about like fucking gas, like to throw on a mop suit, which is like a it's like it was awful. It's like a hazard. It's like a hazmat suit. Oh my god, it's awful. It's so hot and sweaty. It's
Oh, I bet. And out there, it's probably already 110 degrees every day of the week. So in
yeah, it was
that suit,
fucking
you're
awful.
cooking like a damn frog.
So would
But-
you feel would you feel like that it could be also the stress of life outside the military that could be combining with the stuff that's going on in the military that could possibly be another reason for the suicides that go on?
Some people have like a hard time like adjusting to different like environments. Like
Mhm.
myself, I'm very adaptable. Like when I joined, I was perfectly fine. Like I missed home, of course, like, but I didn't go home for like a full year, and I was perfectly fine. Like I missed home, of course. I mean, I still talk to my parents and I still talk to my siblings and shit, but some people just can't handle that separation from their parents because they're like fucking babied their whole life. Like my parents they gave me food, they gave me clothes, they gave me a house to live in. They were like, you get a job, you pay for your own shit. Good luck. I was 13, so I got a job.
Wow.
And then I bought my first car. I mean, I was really independent. Like my parents taught me to be independent. Like that's what their parents did to them. Like it just depends on like the person, I guess. The way you're raised is also a big way too. But I just like it's like every person's their own person, and some can't handle others. Like some people can do really good in this job, and like I've seen soldiers like there's I'm not gonna like say he's a bad soldier, but he's just not, he just can't handle that like adrenaline that we get. Like I get like such an adrenaline I do anything like that involves like shooting a gun. I love guns, and I love like fucking doing anything with that. Like whenever we were doing like live fires, which is like just training, he just couldn't like listen. Like he wouldn't listen. He's gonna need a little more work. He just got out of basic, so he's gonna need a little bit more help. But like some people just can't get over little things in the military, and sometimes it's the little things that go really big, and like you can fucking kill yourself over them sometimes if you have to. Like, you know, some people are just not strong-headed, I guess you could say, or like mentally there.
Well,
Then on
that's
the
what I
mentality,
wonder,
there we go.
like nowadays, a lot of what we see is there's people who are coming together and they're saying, like in school now, that everybody gets an award and you don't have to deal with failure, you don't have to deal with loss, you don't have to deal with any of this. And I'm wondering if this generation of kids that are growing up in that type of an environment are less suited to actually dealing with life-threatening, dangerous situations to where you can't screw up and there is no awards no matter what way you get through.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
think that's retarded. If you don't work for what you have, and like you just get everything handed to you, are you really becoming a person? Are you really doing what everyone's ever done their whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's stupid. I think that's retarded. From Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
All right. Anybody else have anything on the topic, Dad?
I don't think I can top that.
I can't top that. I mean, in terms of the whole stress factor, I think part of it is who you are and what you went through going into the forces. Like, I went through a lot. What?
And what you do.
Yes, and what you do. Like, I went into the forces after like years of just like shit. And I told myself that it would all be better when I got in the forces, and it did get better. But unfortunately, I sustained a head injury, and I had to leave, and it broke me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's a pretty common story because you feel like a complete failure when you can't say, I don't know what it is for other people, so.
Like, I feel bad for the guys that get med boarded. Like, they're there to be there, but they get med boarded because of medical issues. It's like, dude, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Like, you want to do it, but you can't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's
Like my
a
dad.
lot of that. When I was, even just on the civilian side, when I was younger, it was actually one of the first jobs that I took in order to afford my wife's ticket to come to California and basically marry me at that point. And I ended up working at a lumber mill, and I was on something called Molder Crew. And so we were going through, and I had a guy who he didn't like me. And I could tell he didn't like me. He had some guys that he had already picked out that he wanted to hire instead of me from within the mill. And I had been doing really good at these other mills, but you're flipping these boards with your hands over and over. And that's your whole job. Like, it should have been automated a long time ago, but your whole job is to grab 2 boards at a time, flip them together, and keep doing that. So you're twisting these boards in your hands, and you're basically turning about 20 pounds over and over again. So it gets repetitive and it jacks your wrists. And so you're supposed to get a break every 2 hours. Well, this guy for 3 separate days left me on shift, no break and no swap out to a different job to where you could let your hands rest. He left me on there for 8 hours, 3 days straight. And it was funny because I ended up getting what they called stage 3 carpal tunnel at 19. And they sent me to the doctor because I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I mean, I can't even hold a phone. I can't even hold a broom. It was that bad. And so they ended up putting me on light duty to where I was just trying to do whatever I could at the time. And I felt like a failure. I felt like a failure, even though I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I did my job. I probably lasted a lot longer than the other people could have now that I look back on it. But anytime you have that happens to where you get med boarded or have something like that happens and you had a job to do, men are fickle because we put our heart and soul into our jobs a lot of time. And I think that's one of the things that makes us so strong at working and makes us so strong at doing things. But I think it also makes us so weak when it ends up affecting us in that manner. And we feel like we're not doing good in those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get you.
So, all right, last article, and then we'll play a game, and then we'll go back over this. So Antifa did end up just getting branded as terrorists. However, we had a recent attack on multiple police officers. And there was this particular guy. It was at the march. It was the Super Fun America March on August 31st. It featured American flags, Trump 2020 signs, patriotic songs, and other visuals, messages to send the left into a frothing rage. And it was over in Boston. Well, there were these Antifa members who were throwing acid on police officers and throwing all kinds of different bricks and things like that. And 4 police officers had to be hospitalized
Jesus.
and taken out.
Jeez.
Yeah. So these Antifa members finally got the book thrown at them. They ended up getting handed their asses, and they are going to jail for a good amount of time. The judge
Good.
was having none of it this time, and it's the first time they've actually faced any type of problem with it. So
When you put a
this
person's life in danger, that's where the judicial system is like, all right, dude, this got to stop.
Yep. And well, unfortunately, what we're seeing more and more is that these liberal cities are not defending our police officers. Off topic, it was just not but 2 days ago, Oregon came out and said you will no longer face the death penalty if you kill a police officer unless it was premeditated.
That is fucking awful.
Yeah,
How
it's
dare
terrible.
they? Why would you not get? You would get life for murdering someone else, but you wouldn't get life for killing a police officer.
Well, and
The man that's just trying to protect the cities, that's trying to do his job, just because he took the time out of his life to go and do something for you, and you just fucking blow that shit in his face. That bothers me.
So what struck me about this and why I wanted to bring up this story is because Alexandria Ocasio Horseface, of New York and Alania Presley of Massachusetts, both Democrats, are raising money to support the domestic terror against cops and to donate funds for the legal defense of the Antifa goons who attacked cops and the peaceful straight pride protesters on Boston over the Labor Day weekend.
It can eat a dick, and I'd be perfectly fine with it.
So,
Should eat a barrel instead, but you know.
Hmm.
but
Skim and get a little shoulder bush into a fucking barrel.
the thing that I don't understand is that we're in a country to where we have sitting Congress people who are actively going against our judicial system, and you have 2 congresswomen who are actually raising funds to release somebody who threw acid on a police officer and hospitalized him.
Oh my god. What is fucking wrong with our country now?
And on that note, let's play.
Actually,
Let's get on to it.
let's have I need a good restroom real quick, so I'm gonna.
Oh, more rank? Yay!
Let's get a fucking. Let's have another world war. Let's have
All right.
all of these little anti-FIFA and everyone get drafted and thrown in the military.
Oh, man,
We'll throw them in first with the Marines. Like, good luck. Go. Be free.
Yeah.
Ah, there's no more crayons. We're gonna starve.
You're just gonna see the Navy laughing while they're blasting goddamn cannons. Doof, doof.
Where's the fresh glue?
Goddamn.
I
I
haven't
hate
been
the
able to
Marines, they're
sniff
so-
glue in 2 days.
Marines are like so self-centered on themselves. It's stupid.
God, I need to bring a
Blasting
Marine in here.
cannons, huh?
That was
I
the
don't know
only
what the fuck-
person.
I don't know what
we
you guys do, but all I know is that like if we call for an FO and we need like close to the water and you guys are there, you guys blow shit up and it's wonderful.
The last
Oh,
vessels
look at the map.
that actually provided like sea-based artillery was 2 of our battleships back in like I think it was the 90s. I think
It's cool as fuck.
early
Who
2000s.
are we banning? Who are we banning?
Echo or fucking no Jackal. Jackal. I'm sorry.
Oh,
wrong
my
fucking
game
people.
froze.
Jacko.
Bye bye, Jacko.
Oh, my
Jackal.
game-
Jacko.
How
Alright,
jacked is
don't ban
Jacko?
Monty. Don't ban
Don't-
Monty.
Don't ban Blackbeard. Please don't ban Blackbeard.
Ban Blackbeard.
No. No.
Do it.
No.
It's no operator. Okay. Alrighty then.
Yeah, sorry, my game froze and I'm waiting for it to,
Let its life figure itself out.
hopefully figure things
All
out.
good, no worries.
Oh,
We'll figure it out. We're still in the band stage too.
Oh.
Hi,
That's
Cabby.
hilarious. Fish just wrote inside of the chat. He's like, "Oh my god, that window is so bright. Why is that window so bright?" I'm like, maybe because it's not a window.
It is a window. They just don't know it yet.
It's a window into the multiverse.
Surprised they didn't ban anyone on attacking.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't ban anyone attacking either. It's weird as fuck.
Oh, my game crashed. That's what.
Where they're spawning.
Oh, no. So. Why is like 3 fucking areas all on the second floor? Or the first floor, my man. Let's get fucking lockers, fuck it. Let's be those people.
Go on, fire, pick someone.
Mute.
Oh, mute. That's always a good one. I used to main. I occasionally main.
I just don't like his gun. His gun's a little bit not.
His gun's good. What are you talking? What are you smoking?
I'm sorry, what? You mean the laser gun that he has?
Who, Mew? That bitch is still a laser sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. He has a laser gun. Still playing mute.
Whoever's playing me, you're doing a terrible job.
Whoever's playing mute, you're doing what?
Doing a terrible job. Not killing drones.
I'm sorry. We need one more reinforcement over here, fam.
I got no more. Sorry, bro.
Down to
I got one.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
So I'm a piece of shit and I don't put my reinforcements
Bomb
down.
located by Op 4.
Damn, I'm getting lag now all of a sudden.
Leg shitty!
Okay, what I'm gonna do is unhook my Wi-Fi to my phone. Maybe that'll help you.
Sounds like a bug.
Alright.
Nice shoot.
Damn it, I didn't realize there was two.
Oh yeah. 635 ping right now.
Oh my god, I can't aim for the life of me. How did I shoot over him? I want to see this.
Why did my game just crash again?
He's picking one up, miss.
What?
Oof.
Enemy scan incoming. Starting the
It's like
clock.
two people to your right.
Location has been compromised.
Shit.
Nice.
One friendly
Damn.
operator remaining.
Did I get him though? Yes. Okay, smoke. Or Thatcher, I mean.
Let's
Oh,
try.
nice try.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh, this is real. No.
Oh, we should have waited just a little bit. He would have gotten into the frost mat. Damn it!
Let's just go back to smoking cigarettes, Jesus.
Well, I have been
Not-
hearing all that shitty crap about the jewel, man. Like it has been collapsing people's lungs and shit. And
Yeah, and I'm smoking one right now.
it's not good.
Honestly,
Just
I die
quit,
from
man.
whatever at this point. I don't care. I'll be old.
Okay, please don't crash. Just let me reconnect.
Well, you have 3 minutes. We just started another round.
Yay, you've returned.
Whoa, here he is.
You returned.
Watch out,
So next he'll be
son.
gone in today.
Guess who's back? Back good.
Back again. Guess who's back?
That's the
Some
one
man.
where he's floating around in shit in the toilet video. I think that was.
I haven't seen the videos. It crashed
I think
again.
He locked us up.
Well, it keeps
Right,
crashing
so-
on me for no reason, so.
That's weird.
Yeah, like every time I'm about to reconnect and it just kicks me.
Prior to starting your computer. Actually, this is acting really weird for me too now. I'm skipping all over the place.
I'm gonna restart it, shouldn't take me too long.
Damn it.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defense.
Whee! Owie! Ouch!
You moved in front of it, okay? Friendly fire.
10 seconds left.
Hey, can someone blow up?
5 seconds and counting.
Blow up what?
Op 4 has
That. Just right here. If you have an impact.
I do. Where are you?
Look above you.
Oh, okay.
Shaku!
Welcome.
Actually, this might have been a bad idea.
Interested now? Where was it?
Fuck. Damn it, I didn't even see it.
Kit,
Fuck.
I think Kit.
In the hallway? Oh,
Alright.
wait. That area.
So that.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Fucking. How did she shoot me behind a pole? Okay.
She's the pole dancer.
Yeah, it's Ash.
Where is she?
I could kind of imagine her as a pole dancer, honestly.
Hey, Kenji, if you go down the stairs to your right, she was in that room. Not the one that's like on your 9, but it's like right your 12 when you look back over. So go down there. Look to your 12, and she was right over there.
She's trying to abscond my Red Bull. Just because it's
Oh, I think that's our.
Op 4 eliminated.
the one hand.
Yeah, that's where she is. I see her. That's where she was.
I killed her with one hand while I was passing off the Red Bull to Edith.
Really?
The handoff.
The hand off. I'm just like over here. What's up, baby?
I had a different picture in my head.
Where are we going?
You know what they
Nothing
say? Just
tell
like Trump, grab him by the pussy.
Jesus. Jesus. Grab more by the pussy.
I thought I'd bring that up because I mean we are going into 2020. The media is going to start pushing it again because they got nothing new. Miss, can you not shoot Red Bull through your nose? Like really? Okay, let me point this out on stream. This is Red Bull Blue Edition. So how does that make any sense? It's not Red Bull. It's never been colored red.
Keep the bombs protected.
Just whatever.
It's the Swedes, bro. I don't know what to tell you. They do weird shit.
Doggone Swedes.
Or the fucking Swiss. My bad. Wrong people.
Can we blame the Canadians for this somehow?
They're too nice. But their snipers will fuck you in the ass.
They'd immediately apologize about it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's all you're gonna hear from the distance whenever they shoot you from a fucking 2.5 miles. Sorry!
Them's fighting words.
Down to 5
Have some fighting words.
I did not sound like that. That's insane.
Oh, I crashed so hard there for a second. 446. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay still.
Yay! Got one on Frostmac.
It crashed
over
out
here?
again. Alright, well, I guess I can't play Siege.
Oh.
Restart your computer real quick.
I did!
Oh. Wonder why it would keep crashing.
I don't know. never
There's
joined.
a shield.
They're like in the objective, boys. There's a Blackbeard and a Monty.
One friendly remaining.
Damn, you
Damn it.
guys.
I'm an idiot.
I'm just gonna shoot that guy in the balls until he dies. I think that's her plan.
Damn it. Oh god. Fuck!
No,
Mission failed.
I gave away her plan, so she didn't even try for it.
I stopped shooting.
Wait, what?
Damn it.
Did anyone see that?
No.
Oh, weird.
I'm not in the game.
I know, but no one else like said anything. So it's like,
Where should we spawn? I'm gonna go about.
It's kind of upsetting.
Alright, I'm gonna take Kit. We're gonna try to go for a plant, baby.
So are we rushing?
Kinda, sorta, not really.
So are we supposed to follow you?
I gotta move slow, so I took the fattest chick I could find.
We need to locate the bomb.
That's how you get your 10th mountain tab right there. Gotta climb
Yeah,
them
they have
mountains first.
Dog? No, Rook maybe?
They got fucking Doctor Rooney. They got a fucking objective. They got a Jaeger and a castle. Where's my jewel so I can get a lung collapse? So I don't have to go run 5 miles to Monday. Get it.
10
I would
seconds.
like
Another
to
thing
point
that makes
out
people want
that
to kill themselves. Running 5 miles on Monday. It's awful.
5
you
seconds.
shouldn't be smoking the cancer stick or vaping it. No, I'm joking. But
No cancer sticks.
Make your way to its location and
None
Either or.
whatsoever.
yes, I'm doing both. I can say that because I'm your friend.
When you're a nicotine addict, there's no limits I won't go to get a cigarette. Gotta blow some dick, you gotta blow some dick, alright?
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, you're funny. I saw one. I'm just gonna keep shooting until I get something.
I have a breaching charge. Let me use it.
Oh, wait. There's a motherfucker over there. Watch this. Peekaboo, Jimmy!
You got the flat earther.
If you want to stand in front and pull up shield, I can put a breaching charge there.
No, no way. I swear I thought I got
Alright.
him.
Go back.
Dad? Is that you? Oh, fuck. Is the room to your left? It's a pulse. To your left, fire.
Watch out! Stay strong.
You see that? Ah, there you go.
No, looks like Siege is out.
Yay, you avenged me.
1 op 4 remaining.
Oh my god, what is it with you getting these little fucking corner peek headshots?
Running behind you.
He was in server room, so you probably could jump in and go to fucking plan on A. Sorry, I'm coughing. You guys think?
Ah, I potato so fucking hard.
No!
I missed that one. Damn, I tried so hard and got so far.
Man, he lost his balls.
That's true. They're gone. Bright side in Canada, they don't.
He
have
was literally one tap as well.
Oh, I feel so bad that I messed that up.
You better feel bad.
Why? I have more kills than all of you combined.
Let me
That's
straight
just not
cancer.
true. I'm bad at counting.
I have 4 kills.
I have
Me and
one.
Ken have 6
This-
kills. We have more kills than you combined, bruh. Damn. We have 7. You got 6.
Suck my dick.
I can count though. That's not racist.
We need to locate a bomb.
I'm a monster fucking headache.
Well, on the bright side, my wife is more Japanese than Elizabeth Warren is Indian.
Elizabeth Warren. I don't know who that is.
It's the lady who claimed to be Indian like this entire time, and then come to find out like she's less than 2%.
Oof.
Oh, I'm starting to lag.
Drone has located a bomb.
What the hell is going on?
Shit, I'm more Indian than she is. Jesus.
Right? So am I.
My dad's half German.
10 seconds before insertion.
Well, I'm half German. My dad's German.
5 seconds.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, mein Kampfen?
Ah, du bist Deutsch, ja?
Das ist Deutsch, ja.
Nein, du bist Deutsch.
Du bist Deutsch, ja. Nein,
Das ist eine Kreuzen.
Fick dich.
mein Leben. Nein, mein Leben.
Ich liebe dich.
Give me straight up cancer. Why do I always get shot in the back? Fucking Christ.
Why do I always get front in the face in the front? I blame the
I'm
lag.
scared.
Get him, Kenji.
Ah!
This was an awful
Yes.
round.
Holy fucking fuck! No! Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry for screaming in your ear. I'm sorry, fans.
Oh, there was 2 of them.
There was 3 of them
I
actually.
did a panic thing, you know.
If only our Navy man had been here.
Only.
Yeah, every time our chariot connects, just
The military can thank me,
Crashes.
by the way, because I'm bringing all of our militaries together. Like, it's a thing.
Yeah, right.
You're missing the Marines, the Coasties. The Navy and the Marines had a baby, and then it equated to the Coasties. Yay!
Oh,
Silver
Copper
Sword.
2, no. So down there, you guys.
And
I'm actually probably gonna go now.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
Siege ain't working for me, so
Bye.
We
I'm
love
gonna-
you.
take off as well.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Well, guys, thanks for
Bye. Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun while it worked.
Yeah.
work. Well, if you want to, we can try actually now that the game's not doing that. I'll end my stream here because all the military people are leaving.
Do what?
Miss can keep streaming, but we'll try again. All right, stream. This has been fun. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys coming. Hope you guys learned something. Peace out. Everybody, say goodbye. Fake laugh on 3. 1, 2, 3. That was pathetic.
Okay, now you guys
I
gotta
mean,
say
it's
bye.
a fake laugh. What do you expect?
One at a time, and then tell
That was the worst. Terrible.
You can't tell me my fake laugh is fake, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, his fake laugh sounds like a real laugh, which makes everyone else laugh. Okay, you guys gotta say bye one at a time. And then tell who's who. And
No,
quiet.
I already ended mine.
I'll probably end mine too, and then just rename it and just stream regular stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Bye, guys. Appreciate your military. Yeah.
Woo.